All right, breastfeeding moms, I need your opinion. I am deciding between two bags moving forward for my breastfeeding journey. Hopefully the last time I'm making a bag decision, but it's very important that I choose between these two, so I'm not looking for other bag suggestions, but I would love some help deciding between these two. I will be putting 5 ounces in each of them because I don't like doing math. I also do not pump directly into the bags, and I never will, so that's not relevant either. Let's talk pros and cons for each. So for the Motif bags, pro is I do get these for free from my insurance. So I receive 100 bags a month from my insurance. They're also really easy to get more if for some reason I needed more than that. I doubt I ever will. I'm currently bagging 5 ounces per day, and I don't think I'm ever going to go over that. So I'll always have more than enough for these. For short-term pros, I have already put 100 of them in a cute little bag, and so that does make it harder for me to sell them if I wanted to sell them because they are no longer in the packaging they came in. I do have other ones that are in the packaging they came in, but 100 of them are already ready to go, and I like to reverse them so they fit cute in this cute little bag. I like to have a nice little organized storage box, and I don't currently have one that fits these. So I'm going to talk about that more with the Lansinoh ones. That's the biggest con that I currently see. I've heard these ones are also harder to brick because they are so wide. I don't think that will be relevant to me because I'm going to brick in either 25 or 50, whatever fits. I'm not going to be bricking entirely for space. I'm going to be bricking for accuracy of counting because I like stats. I like statistics. I like math. I just said I bag in 5s because I hate math. I have a complicated relationship with math, and so I'm going to be bricking in 50 or 25 bags. Whatever fits better in a freezer bag is what's going to happen. Actually, maybe not even a freezer bag. I've been using diaper bags. But anyway, another con is a lot of people really don't like this bag, and I think it's mostly due to the shape. As far as the bag itself, people seem pretty happy, and they are unlikely to leak. The Lansinoh bags, so I have the same number of these bags currently. I have 200 of both styles. But the Lansinoh bags I do not get for free from insurance. So if I ran out of the 200, I would be purchasing more. And I would potentially be switching to another since this is a more standard bag shape. I have heard that the Lansinoh bags have a tendency to leak. So that is a huge con. If you want to hold the cup, there you go. A lot of people combat that by just cutting the whole thing open and putting the entirely frozen brick into something to thaw. I feel like I'm unlikely to do that, but it's possible that I might go that route if I decide they start leaking. How about you take this one? There we go. Okay. The biggest pro for these is I already have a freezer box for holding this shape of bag. So this is the Melky's freezer box. I really like it. I like the size. However, it does not fit the Motif bags. So if I were to go with the Motif, I do need to find another freezer box. It fits the Lansinoh, and it also fits most standard bags. So since I already have this one, that is a big pro. But I'm not opposed to trying to sell this one on Facebook Marketplace for $5 or $10 and getting a different one. However, I haven't been able to find a commercial, nice one like this that fits the Motif bags. So if you know of any, please recommend them. And my budget for that would be $20 at maximum for sure. I don't really want to go over that because I don't want to be spending a bunch of money on it. And I know that I can do free options, like I can do, a 12-pack box. But I like things really nice and organized, and I'm probably unlikely to do that. I would like to find one of these. I'm not sure if I forgot anything, but if you were in my position choosing between these two specific bags, which one would you pick? Do you have any recommendations for me for a milk storage box? I really like having that kind of box that I then fill up and then brick some. The things that I really like about this box specifically are I really like the freezer thing on top. So this sits on top and you set the bag on top to freeze before you put it in there. And I do really like that. But I also like that this front comes entirely off as well, so I can more easily pull things out for bricking. So tell me your thoughts. What do you think? Which one should I go with? The Lansinoh bags or the Motif bags? What would you do? Thanks.